Hello children, now moving on to the third module, page 94, the last two lines. And he began thinking how nice it would be in late autumn to go abroad somewhere to the south of France, to Italy, to India. I want to certainly go abroad as well, his wife said, but let's now look at the number of the ticket. Wait. So now here we come to know he is not very fond of the autumn season there, so he gives a suggestion to his wife that it is better to go to some other country there, and he imagines himself visiting the warmer places of some European countries. He suggests some name like south of France or Italy, and even he suggests India, about going to India. And then when he says this, even his wife also likes the idea of travel, but she asks him to make sure that she has won the prize money, because still she is a little down to earth. She does not want to start imagination and then be disappointed. So she is always she's trying to persuade her husband to try and double check and see whether we are the one who has brought we are the one who are the winners of the ticket. Wait. He walked about the room and went on thinking. It then occurred to him, what if his wife really did go abroad? Ivan Dmitrich imagined his wife in the train with a multitude of parcels, baskets and bags. She would be sighing over something, complaining that the train made her head ache and that she had spent so much money. At the stations, he would continually be having to run for boiling water, bread and butter. And for the first time in his life, his mind dwelled on the fact that his wife had grown elderly and plain while he was still young, fresh and healthy. His wife's face struck him as a repulsive and hateful. Anger surged in his heart against her, and he thought malignantly, if she won, she would give me 100 rubles and put the rest away under lock and key. So now here we hear his wife is trying to persuade the husband to check whether they have really come into the money, but here he still continues with his dreaming. Of course, he visualizes himself in the warmer European countries when it is autumn there in Russia, and then when he hears that his wife has also agreed that they should be having spent their autumn days in the warmer European countries, he agrees to it. Then all of a sudden see how greed overtakes his thought, and then all of a sudden just the thought here, we do not actually know whether he has come into that prize money, but the thought of it brings about a lot of changes in the relationship of this husband and wife. Now see, all of a sudden he starts thinking that if his wife really goes abroad, then she would be doing a lot of shopping, a lot of she would be having a large number of parcels, baskets and bags, and then once she is in the train, she would be sighing over something or complaining over something, or that she was not happy with the purchases she made, or like this and that. And then if she is making her journey in the train, she would also go on complaining about the fact that this train journey is making her head ache, and that she would also go on cribbing of the fact that she has spent so much of money. And then when the train stops at the stations, she would be the one ordering her husband to get down and go and get hot water or some snacks for her. And then when these thoughts started setting into the mind, at once he looked at his wife, and then he felt that his wife was not matching his what do you say social status. Now he felt that his wife had grown old, and she looked very plain, whereas he on the other hand still looked young and handsome and healthy. And now he felt that his wife's face was not very pleasant, and he started disliking the very sight of her, and anger surged into his heart. The very thought that whenever he thought about his wife, or he thought about he looked at the expression of his wife, he all these evil thoughts started coming into his mind. And then he started thinking that if she really won the money, then she would just give him just a few hundred rubles, and then she would take the rest of the money and put it under lock and key. So for the very first time in his life, he imagines that that she would take away the money, and the rest of the money would be put away safely, because all this time it was he who was imagining things about how he would go on spending his money and everything. But now when he looked at his wife, and then he realizes that it is his wife who was the one who has come into the money, how she would behave when she really gets possession of that money. So he looks at her with hatred, and she glanced at him too, and also with hatred and anger. She had her own daydreams, her own plans, her own reflections. She understood perfectly well what her husband's dreams were. She knew who would be the first to try to grab her winning. So now when the husband started looking with so much of looking at her in such a repulsive and disgusting manner, she knew the thoughts that were going on in her husband's mind. And at the same time, these thoughts also started going about in the mind of the wife too. So she also looks at him with hatred and anger. And now see the changes that are taking place in their relationship. So she imagines that she says that if he comes into the money, he would definitely not allow her to go on the holiday, or he would decide on how he would go about spending the money. So she also felt that if she really won the money, he would take control of the money, and he would go about bossing her and controlling the purse strings. So her husband understood her. Hatred began stirring again in his breast, and in order to spite his wife, he glanced quickly at the 4th page in the newspaper and read out triumphantly, Series 9499, number 46, not 26. Hatred and hope both disappeared at once. It began immediately to seem to Ivan Dmitrich and his wife that their rooms were dark and small and low-pitched, that the supper they had been eating was not doing them good, but was lying heavy on their stomachs, and that the evenings were long and wearisome. So now here the wife, she also understood that if she really won the money, he would be the one who would take control of the prize money. And now both of them were able to interpret their feelings as to how their behavior would change once they come in possession of the prize money. The husband, he wants to take control of the money, and he wants to spend it in the manner how he wants to spend, whereas the wife feels that if it is her prize money, so she had to have the authority and the control of spending the money. But she knew that would not happen, because her husband would be the one who would control it. So Now when this realization sets into the minds of both the people, both the husband and wife, to spite her, means he really wanted to hurt her, to make her angry purposefully. He looks at the newspaper and announces that the number is 46, not 26. So immediately, he's done this purposefully. So immediately when he really finds out that, he really looks and then he double checks and then he realizes that the number is of 46, not 26. Immediately see what happens to the reactions of both of them. Immediately disappointment replaces their hope of winning the lottery, and their hatred, what they had developed for each other, that also for the ways that they may use to wield power over each other. Now that hatred that they had developed, thinking how they would overrule each other or try to boss each other, all that now had just come to a total full stop. Now what happened was, they had both become unsatisfied, they had become uncontented with what they were, what they are at the current moment now, or their current situation, their present situation. They realized that the current situation was really something that they were not happy with. It seems intolerable and depressing, and so they felt that the supper that they ate was still lying undigested in their stomachs, and it was not doing any good. It was still very heavy. They were both feeling heavy about it, and their evenings and on, how they used to initially spend it, it was no longer the same. It had become long and weariful, and it was they were now so discontent, unsatisfied, that they had lost out on the money what they thought that they had come into. So here we come to, in this story, we come to know, or we know that the three stages, that the first stage is Ivan is the one who does not believe in lottery, but then when he sees in the paper, when he sees the series, that the series what was mentioned by his wife is there, how his mind just runs wild when he comes to know that the prize money is 75,000 rubles, and how he fantasizes and go daydreaming about it. And then he says both of them spend some time together with their happy dreams, and then they move apart and they become unhappy when each wants to try to boss over each other, and then they look about with suspicious and hatred. And then he says that then all of a sudden they are brought down, flat to the ground with a thud, when they realize that it was not the number that they had won. The harsh reality that they face with a thud, and then they feel that they are so discontent with their current situation, the present situation, or the middle class situation that they are having. So here it says that greed, envy, hatred and all, it really brings about a change in their relationship. And then he says that we may not be masters of our life, but then we become victims of circumstances. And then he also says that the harsh reality, what both of Masha and Ivan learned, was that wealth, or the thought of it, can really alter lives or relationships. So that is what the author, Anton Chekhov, wants to point out to us, that how relationships, how human behavior undergoes changes when wealth or even the very thought of it comes into our mind. So he says that it is best for all of us to stay grounded and face the harsh realities of life. So with this we come to the end of this lesson. Thank you, children.